Hi, this is Mary from Home Business Girl, and I wanted to do this little three-part video series for you to show you how you can go about getting some top experts to grant an interview to you so you can make some cool products to either sell or to give away or give as a bonus. The reason I'm doing this is I've had several people ask me how I was able to get these experts to give me interviews and make my series of 3 Kindle books here with Jim Cockrum, Dan Miller, and Kent Julian. These guys are all very successful and have huge businesses of their own. Do not be intimidated by who you're going after. Okay, I'm going to show you in this little series that you have something to offer them just by doing a couple simple things. Okay, I've broken it down into 3 main steps as to what you can do to be successful in doing this. The first thing is what I'm going to cover in this video, which is to be giving and to give to these people first. We're going to do some very easy things. It doesn't cost any money, but it builds a relationship before you even approach them to ask them for something. Okay, they get asked for things every single day, but you want them to have a little bit of an idea about you before you go in and ask them for something like this. Second is we're going to create a win-win strategy. It's very easy to do. I'm going to show you that in the next video. And third, we're going to be a little bit creative in the way that we contact them and present the idea. And you'll be surprised as to how easy it is. I just want to show you where I got this idea from, and these steps was from this little class that Jim Cockrum had, and also a book that he wrote, 101 Marketing. And I tweaked it for my own situation, and I'm just going to show you what I did. And if you want more information, I'll put the links down there below this, and you can check it out for yourself. Okay, we're going to focus on giving to the experts today. And don't think that you don't have anything to give, because you certainly do. These guys need activity on their sites. Okay, most of them will have a Facebook page or something similar. If it's just them on there, it doesn't do any good. So what we're going to do, you can just type their name into Facebook. It'll come up with their page. This is Jim Cockrum's page. Just for an example, you're going to do this with the people you want to interview. I'm just showing you what the people that I dealt with, make it easier for what I'm talking about. And you can go on here, see what they're talking about on their page, and just answer back. Put some statements in there. Make some comments. Keep everything very positive. Don't be kissy. You don't need to do that. You want to be sincere in what you say, okay? But you don't want to be fake. Okay, we're trying to build a basic relationship, just so that there's a positive feeling out there. These guys monitor what's being said and who's saying on their own site. So even if you feel like they might not see it, still do it, because you are still giving. You're still putting that giving out there. Okay, another thing you can do is you want to hit their websites and learn about them, learn about what they're doing now, because later when you do ask them the questions, it really helps to be able to form the questions into what they're working on and what's going on in their business, because the answers they give you are going to be so much more powerful, and they'll just an excitement and enthusiasm comes through in their answers. Okay, so this is Dan Miller's site. You can go here, sign up. If this was your expert site, sign up for the newsletter. Get a little free gift, but also get updates as to what they're doing. Tons of stuff here you could look at. But but you never know what you're going to find. Just like when you scroll down here, you would see, wow, he's got a podcast show, uh, internet show. So you click on there. It's something you could talk about in the interview, hey, which I did, and you can listen to a couple of them, see what they have to say, get some good insight. And look at this. He needs people to ask questions for his podcast show, which anybody would. So I clicked on here and I asked some good questions, and I had questions that I wanted them to answer anyway after listening to some, and I put them on here, filled out the forms, sent them in, and they got on the show. Even if it didn't get on the show, you're still contributing to his podcast. You're still giving him something. Okay, you get your name, they start seeing your name over time. We're not talking about 100 things in one day and then nothing else, right? We're just over a little time, just every couple days or something, do a little something. Doesn't take much time, it doesn't cost anything, but it starts building a little bit of a name recognition, and you are contributing to them. Okay, some of the places will have their own little forums. This is the 48days.net forum, so you could come here and contribute. Ask some questions. Answer some of these questions if you know the answer. But you know what? Even if you don't know the answer and you're new, everybody needs encouragement. Even people that are way more advanced with you than you can always use a positive statement and some encouragement. Positive words go a long way. So you can get on here and just help some people out with a little bit of encouragement. You can get on here, ask your own questions. You never know who else you're going to find on these forums, because look at this. Kent Julian runs these two parts of this forum. So and there he is there. So even though I'm on another forum, you never know who you're going to run into. You can start commenting on stuff that people that you want to interview, or the experts you want to interview, are talking about. Keep it positive, and once again, keep it sincere, please. Another idea for free is forums that are industry related. So this is an internet marketing forum. It's called the Warrior Forum if you're not familiar with it. If you wanted to do something positive for an expert in internet marketing, this would be a good place to do it. And you might wonder how, but it's really very easy. If you go through these, you very, very often will find people asking, I'm going to try to find, here's one right here. Oh, that's best ways to market a podcast. Here we go. What are your favorite podcasts? There's always other ones that are like, what's a great class for list building, or who's a good mentor, who's a good, what have you heard about a product that's good for this? Okay, well, if I've just listened to Dan Miller's, now Dan Miller isn't heavy on internet marketing, but say that he was, and I listened to his podcast, I could go on here and say, hey, there's some great podcasts over at 48days.com. That's all it takes. Or what I've done on here several times, they'll say, what's a good class for this, or who's a good mentor to get, I'll write a little something. And you know what? I have had the same people I was writing about come back and put a thank you under, I'm trying to see if I can find one. No, I can't find one, but under here is a place where, see this where it says thanks? If you click that, your name ends up over here. So under the place that I talked about, the person came back and said thanks, so I know that they saw it. And you might wonder how they're seeing it, and it is a thing called Google Alerts is one of the things that people use. If you go to Google and type in Google Alerts over here in the search box and look at it, you can put your name, you can put your topic, whatever it is, in there, and it'll pop up anything that's going on the internet with that name. So say if Jim Cochran has it set up for his name, anytime anyone on the whole internet is talking about him, he'll get an alert about it. So if I'm on a forum of that he never even look at, but I'm saying good things about him, it'll show up in his Google alerts. And they take notice of stuff like that. So keep it positive, and it goes a long way. Um, this is, let's see, where am I? This is where you could sign up for Jim's newsletter, just showing you other things you can do. This is a little $5 ebook that he has, which is an incredible way to spend $5. It's great. You could get a low priced product that they have, so that you could have more to talk about. You can, right here is his blog. You could go to his blog and you could make comments to the expert that you want to interview. Okay? All stuff like this is free, easy, doesn't take much time, but goes a long way. And I just want to show you, if I wanted to check Kent's site, or any other expert you want to, go to his site and you just scroll around. You're like, whoa, look at this. He is having this boot camp. Well, you could let people know, if it's in your same area, um, about a cool boot camp that Kent Julian's having, and send him here for more information. An easy way to do that is go right up here, click their Twitter button, and spread the word. Now, if it's not a blog post, something like this, you can still put their little symbol in their name, whatever their follow name is, and you just write a little blurb. Hey, there's a boot camp coming up for speakers. If you're interested, put the link, and then leave this in it, because it's going to show up to him that you have sent something out about him. Okay, you don't have to put that in. It's just nice to let them know, to build relationships that you are doing it. Now, once again, you want to be doing this sincerely. If you're sending it out, make sure it's going to people that can actually use the information. You don't want to be sending stuff to your list or your Twitter followers that have nothing to do with them, right? But if these are people you're seeking to talk about that's going to benefit them, it probably does match up, but just make sure that it does. And come up with other little things, any little thing you can do. This does help these guys out and gals out, okay? This is giving to them, and it is building relationships, something you can do from home. Do it over, time, a little bit here and a little bit there. And like I said, be sincere with it, and it goes a long way. We'll see you in the next video.